There's a crazy claim going viral right now. Iran just launched a missile towards New York. That sounds terrifying, right? But here is the real question. Did that actually happen? Or are people being played? Let us watch some clips together. I'll be back for commentaries.
Now this scary. We might be y'all. Iran just released a video today of a missile traveling to all different other countries and everywhere else, landing, hitting New York City, y'all. Now the video say when it do land in New York City, it's gonna hit the Statue of Liberty. But the Statue of Liberty that they put up, y'all know what that is? I don't need to say what it is. Y'all know what it is, right? Is this not a direct message? Wasn't Trump just saying that this war was close to being over though?
Check this out, guys. So Iran just releases a video, it's an AI video, of a missile striking the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty? Only except the head on the Statue of Liberty isn't Lady Liberty, it's Baal or Baal, the deity or the god that the elites worship. An evil entity. Why is that? People are scratching their heads saying, oh my gosh, does that mean they're gonna send a missile over here? Yeah, probably so. Also, why is the head of Baal on the Statue of Liberty? Well, because it's a message, it's an indicator. Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty, that is not Lady Liberty. That's what they have told us throughout the years. That statue is a representation of Lucifer. Lucifer the light bearer. Note the flame being clutched in the hand of the statue. That's Lucifer. Why Lucifer? Why is there a statue of Lucifer on U.S. soil? Well, because the United States it originated with the 13 colonies in Washington, D.C., which was developed by a Freemason, Sir Francis Bacon. Sir Francis Bacon drew the blueprint for D.C. D.C. is shaped like a pentagram. If you look at the way the roads run parallel through downtown D.C., it is shaped in a pentagram. Yes, that city is demonic, satanic, full of portals, all kinds of garbage. But that's just the truth. Sir Francis Bacon was a genius, but he was a dark man. He actually was William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a made up person. Bacon was the person who came up with all the poems, all the screenplays, all the ideas of a William Shakespeare. That all belongs to Francis Bacon. For whatever reason, they took all this stuff when he died, they discredited him, and they gave it all to Shakespeare. And the guy that played Shakespeare, the person, he was dumb. He didn't have anything past like an elementary education. But anyways, it was kind of a similar case, with Tesla. A lot of Edison's ideas came from Nikola Tesla, which were stolen because he wouldn't play the game. But anyways, that explains why the head of Baal is on Lady Liberty. You just got to go down rabbit holes. You just have to do some research and have an open mind and be willing to weigh all options. But when you start seeing things shift the way they've shifted in society and in this world, I mean, it's not that hard to read between the lines, because right now everything is right in front of you, bro. that moment.
Platform. We knew there was a problem when we noticed at 1 o'clock in the morning, every 32 seconds, another airplane, a very fast plane, was coming off the deck of an aircraft carrier. That's actually the biggest aircraft carrier in the world. And every 32 seconds, boom, boom, boom. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, so we said, okay, I think we're in trouble. But they were ready for us, Johnny. And we were ready. He said we were ready. And then they hit us, and they came from 17 different angles. They were here, they were there. We ran for our lives. It was over. And
someone in the Pentagon is grinding his teeth so hard that he has basically just flattened that shit. Like, someone is losing their mind right now in the Pentagon watching this go, no! Because that is America's largest aircraft carrier. And up until that moment that Trump came on there and said that, the United States government has refused to acknowledge that it was damaged. They claimed it was a fire started by sailors who didn't want to fight. They said the toilets were busted. Like, the U.S. government has made every excuse but acknowledge that their biggest, largest airplane carrier was taken out of commission by Iran. And now Trump is here saying, oh, that the captain of the ship told him we had to run for our lives. Do you understand what that has done for morale of the U.S. Navy and the morale of the Iranians? The United States president just came on TV to acknowledge that the so-called superior force got beat so bad they had to run for their lives. Do you know what the Iranians who fired that shot are doing right now? Do you understand the morale? Do you understand how much that speech has put down America and lifted the spirits of Iranians? This is insane.
Alright, so Iran just sent the US a very loud, very clear message in the form of an incredibly haunting AI propaganda video, and unfortunately for the US, it's a pretty successful one, brutally honest too. The video opens with the Native Americans and the genocide committed against them, and then Japan, Hiroshima, and then Vietnam, then Yemen, then Palestine, then Epstein Island, and then the Manab Girls' School in Iran, and then Iranian officials killed in the war, and it ends with a missile heading straight for a distorted Statue of Liberty turned into something kind of satanic, before it struck and collapses into the ocean, and then the video ends with a message, one vengeance for all. They've taken America's history and the atrocities tied to it, and they've stacked it together side by side, one after the other, because this isn't about one country, one attack, or one victim. It's about all of them. Every war, every invasion, every civilian death, every scandal tied to the world's so-called elite. Because none of it is separate. It's a pattern of America's cruelty, a country founded on stolen land soaked in blood, cities flattened, villages burned, families displaced, people poisoned, starved, bombed, entire generations living with the consequences of decisions made thousands of miles away, countries that still haven't recovered, and people who never got justice. And Epstein Island is there for a reason, because this isn't just about war, it's about power. The same people making these decisions, the same elite tied to abuse, violence, exploitation, are the ones who never face what they put other people through. Iran is showing you America's damage from beginning to end, and they're putting their name at the end of it. Because this isn't just a history lesson, this is Iran saying all of that leads to us. Everything you just watched, every war, every death, every decision, it doesn't live in the past, it carries on, and now we're involved. So when they say one vengeance for all, they're not talking about one strike or one moment. They're saying we're not responding to one thing you did, we're responding to everything. And that's what makes this so unsettling, because this isn't just a threat, it's a justification for whatever might come next.
If this is your first time here, I am glad you have found this channel. Don't forget to like and click the notification bell. And as always, credit goes to the original creator of the video clips used in this episode. And for disclaimer purpose, this video are for educational commentaries and is not meant to aid or discriminate anyone. Let's watch more clips.
Listen up. Iran just put out a new video you might want to see. So it's a video about almost every place that we've affected. They even included Epstein Island. And then we see the thing headed to the Statue of Liberty, which is Belle. I just want to remind you that this same thing is shown in iPad Go 2. We've got the Strait of Hormuz, and then this figure right here, the oil dries up, and then the next scene is the Statue of Liberty crumbling. Now, do we know if this is actually going to happen? We don't, but there has been plenty of people with dreams of this same thing happening in some kind of way.
Iran shared a video showing that they're fighting for all victims of US imperialism. You have the victims of the atomic blast in Hiroshima, Japan. Then you, of course, have the Vietnam War and its many victims. You have Yemen, which I think encompasses Iraq and Afghanistan as well. And of course, Palestine, Gaza. Then you have the victims of Epstein Island as well. The little girls of Iran. Qasem Soleimani unalived by the US in 2019, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and look at the target that the Iranian missile takes out. See a Statue of Liberty with the head of Baal, which is the entity that is worshipped by the Epstein class. And it says, one vengeance for all. And this is extremely well played by Iran. They understand the social media and the propaganda game very well. And the fact that they also included American victims of US imperialism, such as the Native Americans and the little girls of Epstein Island, is very smart.
What will Donald Trump say about this? People are asking, what is the future of Americans? Those are the questions people are asking. But let's talk about Trump. If something like this actually happened, you already know his reaction would be loud. No hesitation, no warning, just action. So imagine this. We will not tolerate threats to America. If Iran even think about New York, it will be their biggest mistake ever. What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts on comment section respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.